back to my channel. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. On this show, we talk about feminism, how feminism has destroyed society, as well as relationships, homes, and families. And then we also like to talk about current hot topics as it relates to the fall of society and feminism. And today, I want to take special time out to say thank you for everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far. And for those that have left comments, I truly appreciate it. I'm almost right at 500, and I'm also going to start going live. And then I'm also going to have exclusive content for anyone that subscribes to my monthly subscription. So, again, thank you so much. It's truly appreciated. And so let's get started. So today we're going to talk about why so many women do not qualify for the man that they really want. And I only want to talk about Black women because we have special things that are going on in our community. And again, this video is not a video about bashing Black women. It's not dissing Black women. It is to trying to understand why there's such a disconnect from the man that they are equally yoked with to the one that they actually really want. And that's why I use the word qualify. So we're going to look at these two videos, then we're going to come back and talk about it. Then we're really going to dissect why this phenomenon continues to go on in the dating world. But before we get started, please like this video and subscribe to my channel.
Sitting in the car.
Okay.
Waiting on the appointment.
Hey,
Hey, girl, we watch you all the time.
Thank you. Where you guys watching me? Where you calling me from?
Chicago.
I love it. Crystal, how old are you?
I'm 51.
Oh, 51. You look good, girl.
Thank you.
51. Black don't
So,
crack. All right, Crystal, what you do for a living?
I am a realtor and I'm a business owner of La Cristal Lingerie.
Realtor and a business owner of a lingerie place, a company?
Yes, lingerie company. It's called La Cristal Lingerie.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Pisces. Do you have any children?
I have 3 boys.
How old are your boys?
My boys are 28, 22, and 17.
All by the same man?
2 different guys. The 28-year-old's father and the other 2, they have the same dad.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Never been married.
Never married. Okay. So Crystal, 51, Pisces, realtor, business owner, mom to 3, never married. Okay.
Never.
What kind of man you looking for now, honey?
I'm looking for a great guy that knows exactly how he wants to treat a woman, that is focused, careered, driven, and wants to take care of a woman and build with someone like myself as an entrepreneur.
Okay. I don't want your hair to get cut off, so bring it up a little bit so we can see it. There we go. All right. Wait, no, your glasses. I don't want your hair to get cut off, so I guess gotta be. There we go. We gotta see your full face. There we go. Perfect. All right. So you want a man that wants to build with you as an entrepreneur. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yep. Now we can hear you.
Okay, great.
So you want a man that is willing to build with you as an entrepreneur.
Correct.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is I don't want a liar. I'm not trying to control anyone. I want for someone to be their true, authentic self, but I don't want a liar. I don't want someone that doesn't understand my journey, my passion, and what I'm doing, and has a problem with helping me build. And I want someone that, I have grandkids, so I want someone that just wants to build a future for the most part.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
I would prefer for him to take care of himself. That's the main thing. Just take care of yourself.
Okay. What about money? Do he gotta make a certain amount of money?
I personally, myself, I want a millionaire. Myself.
So 7 figures.
7 figures.
So I'm assuming, let's stay here for a minute. I'm assuming you date millionaires.
I've worked at the stock exchange. I've been around millionaires my whole life.
So that's not what I asked you. I said, do you date?
I've dated millionaires as well. Yes.
So what happened? point with those relationships?
Just didn't work out. Nothing personal. If something doesn't work out, I just let it go. It's nothing personal. I don't take anything personal. I feel like we all are on this journey to live our lives and do whatever we want to do. So when something doesn't work out, I just let it move on its way.
I feel you. So you dated how many millionaires, you
I,
say?
I would probably say maybe about 5 or 6. I don't know. I've been doing this journey ever since I was in my middle 20s.
Okay. So with that being said, 5 or 6 millionaires, and that's a big feat. Not a lot of women. First of all, not a lot of people even meet millionaires, let alone date millionaires, right? So if you dated 6 millionaires, what was the issue with any of them that could not go long term?
A lot of times I think when you're in a certain caliber inside of your life, you have the option to move around and do whatever you want to do. And at those particular times in my life, I was a lot younger. I didn't know what I had sitting in front of me. So I probably wasn't taking my exposure as seriously as I should have at that time. So
I want to stop the video right here just for a moment to kind of talk a little bit about it. So this is from Kendra G. She has a very popular dating show that's on YouTube and Facebook where she goes live. And this video I wanted to talk about because she even says it herself. She didn't really know what she had in front of her. So basically, she was a very pretty, young, attractive woman, and she had millionaires at her feet. And instead of trying to seize the moment as finding a husband, she had fun. She took whatever it is that they're offering, in exchange for a good time. And that's what a lot of women don't understand. You're trading in the highest value that you are to a man when you're young, fertile, and beautiful, and the most, that you're ever going to really be able to offer a man is in your 20s. So let's continue.
What type of guy she is into. So while she was on the Pivot podcast, Gail told the host what turns her on. Take a look.
Because I really am attracted to men of color. I just am. I love how a black man says no, baby. Nobody says it like y'all. Hey, it's two separate things. It's not baby. It's two separate things. I love how they say, hey, baby, how you doing? It's different. It is different. And then how they just say, it could be a term of endearment. It could be a term of endearment, or it could be, I'm really pissed. Right. But there's something about a black man says it. I'm attracted to that.
I was cracking up during this whole interview.
So I wanted to show that video as well because Gayle King is worth about $40 million. And she made headlines because she talked about the type of man that she wanted. And basically, what she's looking for is an educated millionaire thug, which does not exist. And so that's why I really wanted to talk about why some women just don't qualify for the man that they want. And a lot of times that man doesn't even exist. But I wanted to go over these 7 things that we have to discuss on why so many women are just not, especially Black women, are not qualifying. So the first one I want to take a look at is the entitlement mentality. So when we talk about entitlement, we can look up the word, but basically what it means is you feel like you are owed something even though you're really not. You feel like you are the best thing in the world, and so you are entitled for anything that your heart desires. And that simply is not true. And then the second one we want to look at is not understanding statistical data. The reason why this is so important because there are so many myths about salary and men and Black women and Black men that a lot of people, not just Black women, but a lot of people just don't understand, the data. And so there is a myth that Black women are simply out earning Black men by hundreds, thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'm going to put the link in the description box for Black demographics. that is simply not the case. The average salary for a black man is like 48,000, and this is not even, taking into a consideration that a lot of black men may not have a college degree. This is just salary. And then the average salary for a black woman is like 44,000. It may have gone up a little bit, but that simply is the average. And black men are making more. And then there's that myth that there have, tons and tons of black women who make over 100,000. There's only 3.3% of black women that make over 100 something thousand. And then the other myth is that a lot of black men are having a whole bunch of babies out of wedlock. And that simply is not true. There's only 20% of black men who are having multiple babies with multiple women, 20%. While on the other hand, it is like over 79% of black women who are having children with multiple men. Yeah, that statistic right there needs to be talked about. So that's why I say that a lot of women just don't understand the statistics. And so when they don't understand the statistic, that's when they are out here saying that, oh yeah, I want a man that makes over 100,000, who's over 6 feet tall. And and that's just not realistic. Now there are men out here who do that, but I'm going to tell you, they are going to look for perfection. They want a supermodel girlfriend, so they don't want an average looking woman. That's what I'm saying. Number three, like I said, the reason why I showed Gail is because you have a lot of women that want an educated millionaire thug. Like 50 Cent would be someone that's a millionaire and who's super. He's not, I don't think he, like went to Harvard or anything, but he is a savvy, smart businessman. And how many 50 cents are there out there that will date, an average woman? So that's the number three. Number four, one of the things that a lot of women are not considering is that most men in 2024 don't want a ready-made family. So when we have 79% of black women who are already have a family, have children from a previous relationship, it just makes it even harder to find that man who's a 6 figures earner, who's going to want to come into the household and spend money on your kids. And I'm not saying it's not possible, because people say, well, look at Sierra. Yes, but look at how much money Sierra was worth before she met Russell. And it's just not realistic to think that the average woman would be able to do what Sierra did. And so that's why a lot of women, price themselves out of finding someone, who's a high earner. And people say, well, people did it back in the day. Well, yeah, but back in the day, women weren't saying that their husband had to make over 100,000. They were just happy to have a good man to marry them. It doesn't matter how much he made, as long as he worked and took care of the family. And then number five is age. And so I showed that first video with a woman on Kendra G, is that it just didn't dawn on her that she can't have the same requirements as a 51-year-old as she did at 20. When you age, which is nothing wrong with aging, and there's nothing wrong with dating as you age, but you have to be realistic of what it is that you can attract. And she even said the last time she dated someone that was a millionaire was in her 40s, like 10 years ago. And even then, they didn't marry her. So you can't go into it saying at 51, I want someone that's a millionaire. And he has to, and I noticed that everything she said is all about her. That, oh yeah, he has to be able to build into my business. He has to be able to help me. He has to. And so as a man goes into it, what does he get in return? And you can't just say, oh, yes, because I'm pretty, he'll have a pretty woman on his arm, but who's 51. I mean, why would he invest all this in a 51-year-old and get a 22-year-old who has, no baggage, no children, nothing? And number six is overexposure on social media. One of the things that I think that a lot of women don't even realize is that what you put out on social media, guys will put you in a category. If they see that you are constantly posting pictures, you know, provocative pictures, or you constantly putting pictures up and you bent over and you dancing seductively, they put you in a category of not a wife, not a girlfriend, but someone that they can have fun with. And when you overexpose yourself, you are knocking yourself out of qualifying to be a girlfriend or a wife. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to hear, but it's the truth. Men look at you based on your action, and they judge you and say, okay, this is the type of woman she is, and this is how I'm going to treat her. So number 6, that is important to remember. And then finally, number 7, unresolved emotional trauma. Now, this goes for men and women, but I'm only focusing on women and how they disqualify themselves for certain men. And so, as a woman, and you have issues and you have never ever dealt with them, you are disqualifying yourself as, a potential mate for someone. And the reason why this is so important is because there are people who say that a lot of women have whole phases, that a lot of women are just emotional, or they, have abandonment issues. It's all from trauma. Yeah, we can say that women love sex and all that stuff, and that's why they're, promiscuous. But 9 times out of 10, something traumatic has happened to this woman. And I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying that this is always, but a lot of time, something has caused them to use sex as a way to get love or to manipulate men. Something has happened. Those are the 7 things that women can intentionally, non-intentionally do to disqualify themselves for the man that they really, really want. I would love to hear what you all think. Is there something that I'm missing? Please leave your comments. Please subscribe to my channel. And again, thank you so much for helping me to get to 500 subscribers. Again, I am going to go live pretty soon, and I would love to have you all to participate. Until next time, this is Dr. Shabai. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Then hit the notification bell so you can be alerted whenever I put up a new video. See you later.